Okay, grade 11. So we are going to continue with our lesson. So in this video, we are going to cover a balance sheet section. Okay, so this is the question paper that has been written June 2023. So this question paper is going to help you guys to prepare whether it's a test or examination. All right, on the previous video, remember we cover a current account. So we are going to use the same question paper. So I want us to start with balance of current account, as it will be needed under our balance sheet. Okay, then from there we will go to the question paper. Okay, so if you still remember, we calculated the balance at the end. So this is the one that we are going to take and paste it into our balance sheet. Okay, the first one, we had a positive balance of 13,500. Okay, and the other 3,000 is negative, which means that we are going to minus 3,000, and this will give us 10,500. There we go. Now we are going to our question paper and continue with our balance sheet. All right, so from the question paper that we have, the capital amount, it will be needed, which means that we have to start with it. Okay, they said capital for Thomas is 350 and capital for Titus is 450. So this is the amount for 30 September 2022, which means that we're just gonna take them as it is. Okay, we don't take opening balance, but we take a closing balances. Okay, it's gonna be 350,000 plus 450,000. We're gonna add them together because they are positive. This one we subtracted because it was negative. Okay, when we prepare a current account note. Okay, and if you add these two together, it's gonna give you 810,500, just like that. Okay, then additional information that we have, number B, they said on 1 March Titus increased capital contribution. It's not going to affect anything here. Number C, it was about a partnership agreement. Okay, we're not going to use that information. Then number D, they said 50,000 will be paid on the capital amount of the loan in the next financial year. Okay, so we're going to use this one. And then number E, they said total assets for the year amounted to 1,170,000. Okay, let's start with 50,000. 50,000, it will be paid next year. This simply means that it's a current portion of a loan. When we talk about a current portion of a loan, is the amount that we have to subtract from a loan amount and we take it to a current liability. Why? Because it's going to be paid within 12 months. Remember, non-current is more than 12 months. Current is less than 12 months. So current portion, we are moving it here and we put it here. The reason is because it's going to be paid next year within 12 months. Okay, which means that it's gonna be 50,000 here, 50,000, just like that. Okay, then now they said a total assets is 1,170,000. Remember, total assets is equal to equity plus liability, which means that this 1,170,000 is the same as our total here, 1,170,000, which means that even when we prepare a current asset section, we were going to get the same amount. But in this question paper, they said we have to start from equity to liability. Okay, so this amount must be the same because balance sheet must balance. Okay, now let's go back to our extract because we are done with the transaction. Okay, now let's check information that will fall under a balance sheet. For equity part, guys, we are done. Equity part, we are done. This 810 is total equity. 810 is total equity. 810, 500. And this side, if you add this 2, is gonna give you 800. You also have to calculate, guys, because I'm not perfect when we are talking about punching a calculator. You have to calculate and verify your amount as well. Okay, but the principle is always right. All right, now let's proceed. Let's check. Now, because we are done with equity part, we are looking for liability part. Under liability part, we have two sections, for NAM and for current. Okay. Now let's start with trading stock. Trading stock is an asset. Loan from Bani Bank is this one. Loan from Bani Bank. Unfortunately, there is no amount. Okay. Now let's proceed. Fixed deposit is an asset. Creditors control, yes, it's current liability. Okay, it's fall under trade and other payable. We're gonna open a bracket here and said our creditors control is 60,500. Okay, and let's check another one. Accrued expense is like we owe expense. It's liability. Yes, it's liability of plus 8,000. Okay. Then accrued income, someone owe us, is an asset. We don't edit here. It's fall under assets. And prepaid expense. Prepaid expense is an asset. We paid in advance. They owe us a service. Okay. Income received in advance is liability of 7,500. 7,500. We receive income, but we have not yet delivered. We owe that person. Okay, just like that. Okay, and let's take another one. Cash flow, bank, petty cash. This one are cash and cash equivalent under an asset. However, guys, let's check bank again. They said it's a credit balance. Okay, they said bank is a credit balance. Remember, assets increase on the debit and decrease on the credit, which means that this amount is negative because it's credit balance. Okay, if it's credit balance, it's bank overdraft. We are owing a bank. It's liability. Okay, it's 35,500. Very simple, 35,500. Okay, please make sure that you check carefully when it comes to bank, because it can be asset and it can be liability. If it's overdraft, it's a liability. Okay, the other one, drawings, no. Profit and loss, no. Okay, which means that we are done. We can close a bracket here, and then now we have to add this all amount and check how much it's going to give us. 76,000. It's gonna give us 76,000. Okay, then which means that now we can add all current liability, and they will give us 161,500. Okay, then now we have total of equity and we have total of liability, but we don't know this one, which means that we have to apply a balancing figure. How are we going to apply a balancing figure? Because we know the total, we start from bottom, 170,000 minus this total, total that we have is 810,500 and minus 161,500. Okay, and this will give you 198,000, which means that our loan is 198,000, and the total this side is, it will be 198,000 because it's the single one. So this is how we should prepare a balance sheet when they ask us a balance sheet for equity part and liability part. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with friends so that you can go together to grade 12. So thank you so much. I will see you on the next video. You can also check other videos on grade 11 playlist. See you, guys.